We started talking to each other. He said, "You are gorgeous. I want to be with you. I want to have a home with you in Victoria."
And according to the woman who paid for it, each single page of that report represents roughly $2,000 of her life savings gone. That's not a report. That's a timeline of a theft. A 75-year-old woman named Barbara Grant is now planning to go back to work as a consultant just to survive. She sells paintings. She dances. She wasn't looking for adventure when this started. She was looking for company. And the people who found her first weren't lonely. They were professionals. Here's exactly how it started, how it escalated, why the bank won't give her a cent back, and why the person behind all of it is still out there right now. It's the pandemic. You already know what that word means for most people, but for seniors living alone, isolation isn't an inconvenience. It's a daily reality with no clear end. Dating apps and social platforms became something close to lifelines for people who had been cut off from their communities, their routines, their daily human contact. Barbara Grant went on a dating site.
It was a search for connection during the lonely pandemic period. Barbara Grant went on an online dating site and found Michael Janda.
She wasn't reckless. She was human. And someone on the other side of a screen understood that completely and knew exactly how to use it. The first message was flattering. The second was more flattering. By the third week, the story had changed completely. The man called himself Michael Janda. Records don't confirm his real identity. Public reporting provides very little on who he actually is or where he was operating from. What we do know is what he said. A specific city, a specific future. That's not small talk. That's a script designed to attach fast, to make the relationship feel concrete and planned and real. Within weeks, the dream had a price tag. The pattern in romance scams runs almost identical every time. Emotional bond first, crisis second. Janda's crisis was an arrest in Qatar.
Within weeks of the relationship, Janda told Grant he'd been arrested in Qatar and needed money.
She sent it, and then she sent it again. Because from where she was standing, this was the man she loved, and he was trapped. Each payment was supposed to be the last one. Public reporting doesn't break down the exact number of individual transactions or their specific amounts, but the total is not ambiguous. $800,000, sent across multiple transfers, over an extended period of time.
So she sent it several times, believing until one fateful day that the man she met was real.
He contacted me through LinkedIn and he said, "I can't come to Calgary, they've locked me up again." He was coming to the airport, I was going to pick him up. I then realized that it was a scam.
The 400-page private investigator's report would later account for nearly every dollar. Each page, about $2,000. Then came the day she was supposed to pick him up. At some point, Janda told Grant he was finally coming to Calgary. She was going to meet him at the airport. Think about that for a second. She had a plan, a time, a destination. That's how completely real this was to her. Instead, a message came through LinkedIn. Not the dating site, LinkedIn. A professional network. And the message said he had been locked up again. That platform switch, off the dating app, onto a channel designed to feel more credible, is what finally cracked the story open. It gave her just enough distance to see it. She was on her way to the airport. She'd lost $800,000 before that sentence was true. The money was gone. What remained was a RIF, a registered retirement income fund, and the weight of what had just finished happening to her life.
I have nothing left except what's left in my RIF, and I'm devastated by it, sorry. Absolutely devastated.
She apologizes mid-sentence for crying on camera after losing everything. She apologized. She apologized. So she did what almost no one does in this situation. She hired a private investigator and she fought back. The resulting report ran to 400 pages and was forwarded to the Ombudsman for Banking Services and Investments. The Ombudsman reviewed the claim. The claim was denied. No dollar recovered. No accountability formally assigned. The documentation was thorough. The outcome was nothing. And then she went after the bank. Grant believes TD Bank had a responsibility to flag the pattern of transfers she was making, to step in, to protect her. The bank's position is that it is not responsible.
The bank is not responsible, not accountable. They have a fiduciary responsibility to me to give me some of my money back.
It's worth sitting with that, because last year, TD was fined $3.1 billion in the United States for what the US government described as creating a convenient environment for bad actors to exploit high-risk customers. The Canadian fine for related conduct totaled $9.1 million. Barbara Grant got zero. $3.1 billion fine in the United States. Barbara got zero. Calgary police have a case open, but there's a problem.
Jurisdiction is a huge issue, in regards to finding those individuals. Very costly for police department, no budget to do it.
Who's behind it all? Still a mystery.
The money that being transferred go through a mule and go through a different account. The person takes a percentage and then shifts it overseas.
The mechanics of where the money actually went add another layer. The transfers moved through what are called mules, intermediate accounts that take a percentage and shift the remaining funds overseas. The person at the top, the one who built the fake profile, sent the messages, constructed the future in Victoria, is still unidentified. Records don't show any arrest. No charges have been publicly reported. The money trail leads overseas and goes cold. And according to the Better Business Bureau, most cases like this never even get reported in the first place. Every unreported case is a data point that doesn't exist, which means the next Barbara Grant is that much more invisible to the system that's supposed to protect her. At 75, Barbara Grant is going back to work. She'll return as a consultant. She sells paintings. She dances. She still has her friends. And she is very clear about one thing.
No, I have some good friends, and that's it. That's all. I really don't trust a lot of people anymore.
She's still standing. That matters. But she shouldn't have to be. The man called Michael Janda never existed. The home in Victoria never existed. But the $800,000 did, and it's gone. If you or someone you know is in an online relationship where the other person has never video called, keeps having emergencies, and keeps needing money, that's not love. That's a business model. Show them this video. It might be the most important thing you do this year.